Hello everybody, welcome back to English with Mr. French, lesson 10 of The Lost Thing by Sean Tan. This is the last lesson of this book sequence. I hope you've enjoyed it and really well done for getting this far. Today we're going to be looking at actually writing a story. I know some of you have been itching to actually do some story writing. Well, today's our chance. So I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to share the last part of the story. So you'll remember we left the story at that wonderful place where all the lost things sort of came together and they seemed really happy and they were able to be themselves but also be very happy and be together. So after that, Sean didn't know what to think, he said, but the lost thing made an approving sort of noise. It seemed as good a time as any to say goodbye to each other. So we did. And then I went home to classify my bottle top collection. Well, that's it. That's the story. Not especially profound, I know, but I never said it was. And don't ask me what the moral is. I mean, I can't say that the thing actually belonged in the place where it ended up. In fact, none of the things there really belonged. They all seemed happy enough though, so maybe that didn't matter. I don't know. I still think about that lost thing from time to time, especially when I see something out of the corner of my eye that doesn't quite fit. You know, something with a weird, sad sort of look. I see that sort of thing less and less these days though. Maybe there aren't many lost things around anymore. Or maybe I've just stopped noticing them. Too busy doing other stuff, I guess. And that's the end of the story. That's the end of the lost thing. Now, before you do any of the worksheets today, I would really urge you to go to the Lost Thing link and watch the full movie. It's around about 15 to 20 minutes long. Now, sometimes animations can ruin a story, particularly if you've read the novel or the picture book, and then you go to the film and it's not quite been as good. But I think in this case, because Sean himself was involved in the making of the movie, it's an excellent adaptation of the book. So I would strongly recommend you go and watch that now as your first step for today. And then I've given you the website link. The website is fantastic. It's full of pictures, loads of sketches. So anybody thinking about designing your own stories or comic books or animations, it's going to give you some great ideas for that. Okay, so looking at the worksheets for today, the first worksheet I've included 8 movie stills. And there are also stills which you'll see in the book. Your first job is to unmodel them. They're all muddled, out of order. So your job is to put them in order. Now you can cut them out and put them in order, or you can move them around on this table here. I don't mind how you do it, but put them in order of the story. And then I want you to choose 5. Choose 5 of the pictures to keep that help you to retell the story the most. So you're going to throw 3 away and you're going to keep 5. And on the grid here, you're going to put the 5 pictures in order. So down here where it says stills, you're going to put the 5 pictures that you've chosen to keep in order. And where it says lost thing, you're going to write a brief story plan of each scene. And then where it says my lost thing, you're going to write a plan for your story. Now I've done the first one for you. I'll show you on my sheet, which is here. So I've chosen my first picture to keep is where Sean meets a lost thing on the beach. And for the lost thing plan, I said Sean is working hard on his bottle top collection, and when he spots the lost thing, he makes friends with it and comes to the conclusion that it is lost. He decides to help it. So that's the plan for that picture in the story. And then in blue, where it says my lost thing, this is my own story that I've imagined. It's home time and I'm waiting outside school for my lift to arrive. All the children plough past, but I noticed a lost kind of thing at the bus stop, floating while everyone is sitting down. The bus stops and everyone gets on, but this thing just stays there. I decide to help it. So that's just a plan at the minute. It's not full sentences. So your first job is to put your 5 pictures in order, make the 5 steps for the lost thing plan, and then use that as a basis for your own story. So you'll have 5 steps for your own story that will follow the plot of the lost thing, but it'll be your own invention. That in itself is going to take a bit of time. So that's a whole lesson, really, if we were at school. So if that takes you, an hour to do, that's fine. If it takes you just a few minutes to do, that's fine. It's your choice. But this is where your story needs to make sense. So I would spend a little bit of time getting this right before you actually start to write your story. Okay, and then further down on your sheet, it looks like this. It's just a page of lines. And it says, write your story as a comic book style or a narrative. It's up to you. Now, narrative is just writing a story. Comic book style is obviously like the lost thing itself. If I scroll down, you can see here, you've got a little bit of text and you've got some pictures, a little bit of text and some pictures. And sometimes the pictures are in different places on the page, and sometimes the text is moved around. So if you want to do it like that, you can. But if you want to just write the narrative, I've given you lined paper to do a narrative. So I'm going to skip to my introduction. So this is my introduction to my story, and it goes with the picture that I chose here. So if you see here, when Sean meets the lost thing at the beach, I use that as my guide. But I'm not Sean, I'm me, and I'm not at the beach, I'm outside school. So here's my attempt at my introduction. It was a day like any other outside the school gates. All the children ploughed past, hurrying home to their online worlds, while I sat myself down and pulled out my comic book collection and waited for my lift. Normally, I was totally absorbed in my comics, but for some unknown reason, I looked up at the bus stop across the road, and that's when I noticed the thing. To me, it stood out. I mean, it looked like a hot air balloon with tentacles for a start, and it was floating in midair. Old Mr. Butler, but no one seems to notice it. And while all the kids looked down the road for the bus, this thing seemed to face the other way. Then when everyone got on the bus and it drove off, this thing was still there, hovering all by itself in a lonely kind of way. I waved at it and asked if it was okay. It made a sad whistling sound. I decided to put my comic book down and cross the road to see if I could help it. And that's my introduction. So you'll notice there's 2 paragraphs and almost like a third mini paragraph. And that's just to go with my first picture. So it's going to take you some time to get this right. But you're going to have 5 pictures. And for each picture, you're going to have some descriptive text. Now, if you've decided, like me, to do a narrative, you need to make sure that you describe in detail what's going on, because the reader won't be able to see the picture of the lost thing. So you're going to have to describe it. So here I've described my lost thing like a hot air balloon with tentacles. And I've also said that it was floating in midair. Whereas in the story of the lost thing, the author didn't need to do that because he drew a picture of it. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you do comic book style, then you don't need to tell us what it looks like because we'll see in your drawing. But if you're doing a narrative style like mine, you are going to have to describe because we won't be able to see it. Normally in class, I would do editing with you. This would take a few days to do. But for now, if you wanted to send me any of your writing and you wanted me to edit it with you or give you some feedback, I would be happy to do that. Or if you just want to send me your finished stories to read, then I'd love to see those. Your work so far throughout this journey has been fantastic. It's been a real pleasure to see your drawings, your writing, and your reading skills. Just one more step today, writing a story. Really put your heart and soul into it and do a good job. And please send it to me. I'd love to see it. All right, well done for making it this far. If you want to buy this book, it's available online. It's a fantastic book, and anything by Sean Tan is superb. He's one of my favorites. So go and check him out. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.